100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man up, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yellow!
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's another Giants first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
first down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And able to find Conley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Vikings.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down.
50 seconds, come on. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go,
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Miles Sanders with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 30-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike,
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Hello. Watch the curl.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there from McCaffrey, and even 80 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. David Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check. Crush 66. Bullet high. Check it back. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Sanders. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Giants 7.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch time. Tight end right. Hey, we got four down.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. This is the tight end Fant. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rosen to throw on third down. Caught here by Conley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slip. Alert.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Vikings.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Middle. 57's the mic. Bravo. Here we go. 57.
Again, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
57's the mic. Coming to you. 80. 57. Hey, wahoo. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Time to go. Night. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Man up, Keith. Man up, Keith. Kill. 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Lockett. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Alert three.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
That's another Giants first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Lindsey. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's Mahomes. Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 1st touchdown on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Single, 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 single. 87's mine. Don't worry about that. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Push him back. Push him back. Check safety. Check safety. Monday. Check.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to launch this thing. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll find Lindsey here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, yo, go going. Under 10. Check 3.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll go down at the 28.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mike's 54. Yeah, I'm going to lose one. No.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Tight right. 5 down. Stand up in.
Mahomes now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. On play action, Rosen. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 24, Rosen gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now it's Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Vikings. David Moore, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Yellow. Come on, the ball. Double time.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And the Giants send out their punter now. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And Sanders now to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
13 yards. First down, Vikings.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That's right, baby.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Oh, here we go. Oh, 15. Check 4.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They go play fake. Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
At the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check pass. Check pass. 55 is my guy. 55. Yellow. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Get wide.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 53 yards. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Butler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check. Switch. Easy. 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
50 to Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Rosen on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crashing. Kill. Team spell. Kill.
McCaffrey. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Here we go, D.
Rosen now off the bootleg. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
After the sack on 1st down, Rosen buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Squeeze, double. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Attack.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's get off the field. 57. Watch out.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Josh Allen and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On first down, Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike, let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, alert!
Throwing now is Rosen. He gets it to Brown, complete. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First down, Vikings.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Sanders. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they take a knee.
Rosen on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Come on, D!
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And the kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. But, Charles, a 1-score game down to the end